Hello, I am Circle Master, and welcome to Let's Play The Witcher series Blind. I have somehow managed to avoid any exposure to this series of any significance.
His name was Geralt of Rivia. He was a witcher, a professional monster slayer. An unusual contract to lift the curse that held a monarch's daughter. It was enough to spend the night with the princess, dusk till dawn. If only she were not a deadly beast, a striga. The traitor responsible for the curse became the bait.
So right off the bat, I've got to say, I really am digging the premise here of folklore monsters with these weird esoteric curses and conditions to lift the curses, like old folklore fairy tale stuff. But rather than, the epic tales of the heroic prince or the third-born son or whatever doing it, you've just got this professional dude who's like, yeah, I just go out and do it because it's my job, and I just know that, like, oh, you say this thing's name backwards and you do it and they're dead or whatever. So I just think that's interesting, so I'm already on board. So that was a pretty good introductory movie for demonstrating what we're going to have as far as we've got fighting, we've got magic, we've got potions. The ending is kind of weird, and we'll see it, but it's like, I'm not sure I'm going to have time to talk about it, but there's going to be weird time skips, and I kind of lose track of the chronology of where we actually end up in the game. And then it turns into an amnesia plot, so it doesn't really matter. So it's confusing.
Though gravely wounded, the Witcher lifted the curse and gained fame. The world changed with the coming of the Great War, the time of the sword and axe, the time of disdain. Geralt of Rivia disappeared, all but forgotten. But that's another story.
See, so we just have a time skip, and then an aside, and then was he gravely wounded by getting slapped at the end there? Like, what was that? I don't get it. It's a really weak ending to an otherwise great introduction. Anyway, here we are. And at this point, I'm all keyed up for the game. I'm into it. I'm on board. And I'm absolutely blanking on what year this game came out in, but obviously a long time ago. Because it just feels old. In terms of the UI, with the menus and everything. But you'll have to forgive me for going for easy. And then I'm presented with a controller choice that I'm not... Like, how am I supposed to make this choice with any sort of confidence when I'm not familiar with the game? How am I supposed to know what controller scheme I prefer? But there you go. I ended up picking mouse and keyboard.
The Northern Kingdoms nursed their wounds for 5 years after the Great War. Plague and famine raged, the death toll unknown. A few surviving elven and dwarven units sought refuge amidst forests, where they prepared for a final, desperate fight. Abominable beasts ruled backwoods, highways, and former battlefields alike. In cities and villages, folk were left wondering what had happened to the Witchers. The Blue Mountains in the north of Kedwin. The year 1270, 5 years after the Great War.
See, now we're after the Great War aside that we had heard about. So we've had 2 time skips now, basically.
Everything's all right. I've no idea where you've been. The important thing is you're alive and among friends. Though you look like you just left your grave.
I remember nothing.
We'll speak soon enough. We're nearing Kaer.
Kaer Morhen is falling apart.
We're home. Leo, get Triss.
Your time nears its end, witches. Enjoy things while you can.
Wrong! You missed the parry! I keep repeating this. Pirouette always followed by a back cross parry. Always!
Barely 2 days have passed since they found you.
I owe my recovery to you. Thank you, Triss.
Remember anything?
Not much. Look below. I know the moves. Pirouette, parry, cut. I can't explain it, but I feel a bond when we speak. I know you were important.
Geralt, we...
I need to think.
Time flows slowly at Kaer Morhen.
Ha! It worked! Not bad. Take a rest. What do you think, Geralt? Is he ready for the path?
Wait for the rest. He's alone. The Professor promised 50 orens for every freak we kill.
He's mine!
Vesemir, we got company.
I'm shutting the gates. Geralt, grab a sword off the training forms.
You know, that doesn't seem very economical. 50 units of currency split among hundreds of bandits. You know, your share is not going to be very much. And my first thought at this point is, boy, this feels awkward. And I'm sure if you remember this game at all, you can probably tell I'm not even doing this right yet.
Fight with someone else. How do you feel?
Fine.
Anyone know who the intruders are?
Ordinary bandits would never attack Kaer Morhen.
That we know, Marigold. You could try some of your famous magic.
In due time, Lambert.
Enough! We need to check the other possible passages to the upper courtyard.
I haven't yet figured out that you can actually talk to people during these interludes.
What's happening?
They're trying to break down the gate!
They won't get anywhere without a battering ram.
Shit! What is that?
A frightener. One mean beast.
Savola. I know him. A mage as ambitious as he is insane.
They're coming up here. Get ready!
There's more! They're entering the upper courtyard!
The one in glasses is the professor. Murder for hire. I sense magic. There's a sorcerer among them.
Professor, you know the way. Get to it.
The professor is wanted in Redania, Temeria, and Kedwen. A real maggot. I don't recognize the sorcerer.
Marigold, I'm interested in whether you can disarm Savola. The rest is witch's work.
I'll try.
They're coming.
The frightener is very dangerous, but it's vulnerable to loud noises.
The bell's in the upper courtyard.
Exactly. Eskel, Lambert, you'll help me stop the frightener and the bandits. Leo, stay behind us. Geralt, you open the gate to the upper courtyard. When we're there, Triss can stop Savola and his pet, while we prepare to deal with the professor and the unknown mage.
I'll figure something out.
Let's do this. Bleed them a bit down here before withdrawing. Geralt, follow the wall and break through to the tower where there's a passage to the upper courtyard.
Alone?
They're just bandits, though one might be infamous. You must open the gate. We'll be waiting. Good luck, Wolf.
And now that the game is telling me about chaining attacks, I realize that my character will auto-attack after selecting an enemy. And I feel sad inside.
Mess with me and die.
Because combat is very basic and non-interactive. I really don't think this is a function of selecting the novice difficulty, and I don't think it would be any better if I had selected normal or moderate or whatever it was called. But still, I'm starting to see why people told me to skip the first game in the series when I said I wanted to do the entire Witcher series blind. But I'm here. I'm not about to not do the entire series when I say I'm going to do the series blind, so there's nothing to do but press on. After all, that's what editing is for, right?
Mess with me and die.
It's now that the game has told me that I can pause and manually select the styles, I'm going to immediately forget the keyboard shortcuts, and I apologize for that.
No way through here. Follow me, back to Savola.
I really don't get why the fast style doesn't work on slow enemies, as opposed to just dealing paltry damage to them. Like, he's too fast for my fast style, but the slow style works? Because reasons?
I'll slay you like
I don't get it. I get that it's a completely arbitrary gameplay distinction, but
you'll be sorry.
it doesn't mean it makes any sense.
I'll make you squeal.
It's a miracle you're alive.
You could have told me about the stairs.
Lambert and Eskel were supposed to fix them yesterday.
We're not masons.
No matter. The professor and the other mage must be hiding in the keep.
Face the truth, Witchers. They're here to rob you.
Triss, child, we have nothing of value. Some good steel snow fox pelts.
I mean the laboratory and you know it. Someone wants your famed mutagens.
You're jumping to conclusions.
Triss may be right. We need to find out what they want.
One thing at a time. We shouldn't turn our backs on a strong mage leading a frightener.
And you can't let the bandits in the lab.
Right as usual, Triss. Geralt, you've dealt with mages. Find out what this one wants. Leo will guide you.
Just reconnaissance, or...?
No one will be sorry if some of them lose their heads. You'll manage, Wolf. Just remember Leo's with you.
I can handle this.
We'll see what's happening inside and be back.
Take these potions just in case. Drink the Thunderbolt now and keep Swallow for when you need healing. I'll be able to tell you how they work. We'll make sure no one else gets inside. Triss, stay with us in case Savola has any new ideas.
At this point, I was thinking that the old man was gonna die because he's willfully wrong about everything so far. And, Triss seems to be, having a little issue with some magic animation.
What should I expect from the mage?
Hard to say. I know neither him nor his specialty, and I don't like the situation.
Meaning?
Someone powerful, capably disguised helped Savola. Without that, I would have conquered his defenses in the lower courtyard.
Could it have been the mage we saw?
Unlikely. Geralt, please don't challenge him.
We'll see.
Also the fact that, you know, old man, sage, mentor, whatever, usually kicks it up at the beginning of the stories.
So what do these potions do?
Thunderbolt is a combat potion. Your body will tense up, adrenaline will course.
Any side effects?
Makes it tough to focus on defense. And a hangover. Swallow is a healing potion.
Thanks.
Ready, Geralt?
Mm-hmm. Is this your first real fight?
No, but I've never killed a man.
Stay close.
I've heard all of Dandelion's ballads about you. Lambert tells me I'll never be as fast as a real Witcher. But I managed to hit him during training today.
You beat Lambert?
Yeah, we were fencing on the floor pegs when that strange storm came. Lambert looked away, I did a pirouette, hit him right in the gut. He didn't fall, and then he beat me.
You'll make a good swordsman yet.
I know. Every time Lambert beats me, he says I have potential.
And it was about then that I figured that guy's probably gonna die too. And once I was thinking the two characters were gonna die, I was thinking, you know, it's probably gonna be like mass death. That, you know, all of them were going to die, and my character was gonna be like the last of the Witchers or whatever. So I shouldn't get too attached to any of them.
These stairs lead to the lab.
Follow me.
The energy you annexed from the Circle of Elements is enough to stop the Witchers?
You trembled, yet you complained Savola would have them all, leaving none for you. Did the sight of a single Witcher, White Wolf himself, instill fear?
The aforementioned, considered dead I might add, is a known killer. I'll gladly challenge him.
Leo, stand back. Come on, Professor.
Time is essential. I wield the power of the Circle of Elements. They are no threat. Back to work. I want the mutagens ready for teleportation in 15 minutes. Our witches shan't trouble us.
We're cut off. The stairs are blocked.
The magic barrier looks solid. We need Triss.
They're robbing us. Geralt, clear the passage upstairs. Use a sign.
A sign?
The Ard. I can't do it since I broke my fingers training along the gauntlet. Cast the Ard at the debris.
I don't remember the signs.
Let's go to the Circle of Elements, a source of the power. You need to try and learn the Ard.
All right.
I really don't like that they seem to be using the sign and the Ard interchangeably, and it's only after a moment that I realized that the Ard is one of the signs, and I wish that they hadn't used the article D for both.
Success?
We'll see in a minute.
I knew it would work.
Let's get back before Lambert kills the Frightener himself.
Yeah, and there it says the Ard sign. It's like, why couldn't they say that, or just call it Ard? But calling it the Ard and the sign, you know, in alternating sentences, is confusing.
What did you learn?
The bandits are in the lab, searching for something. The mage used the Circle of Elements to create a magic barrier.
The plague. You're all children. Why didn't you mention the circle?
Triss, child. It didn't seem important.
If the mage aligned with the circle, he can create a stable portal through which he'll travel to anywhere on the continent, taking your equipment with him.
All right, we made a mistake, but you said the mage was harmless.
I said I didn't know him. I think we should protect the lab above all.
Don't panic, Marigold. We know you'd like to see our witch's secrets.
Vesemir, if that idiot doesn't shut it, I'll...
Enough! Lambert, stop baiting Triss. Show her some respect. Triss, if we go to the lab, they'll have us surrounded. We know tactics.
Maybe we should split up.
Geralt's right. We need to protect the lab and kill the Frightener. Who goes where?
Only I can break the barrier. I'm going inside.
Vesemir?
I'll stay and handle the Frightener and Savola. What about you, Geralt? We may both need your help.
Yeah, you're on your own, old man. You're gonna die. I know how this story goes. Or at least I think I do.
I'm going with Triss.
Me too.
It's decided then. Eskel and Lambert will stay with me.
Savola just cast a spell. Something's happening.
The ground is shaking. Feel it?
They're breaking through.
Watch out!
Quickly, defend the laboratory! This could be a hard fight, Geralt. Take this potion. Witchers call it the Tawny Owl. It restores endurance. Very useful when fighting mages.
Thanks. Let's go.
Drink the potion. We can't afford to lose any more time.
You'll go no further, White One. I'll summon a powerful demon that will tear you apart.
A bluff. He's exhausted from teleportation. Magic lights is about all he can muster.
Go. We'll deal with him and join you at the barrier.
Underestimating an opponent. Now the energy of my people will make me stronger. Nobody messes with Salamandra. Nobody!
So this is apparently some sort of boss fight, and it's kind of really annoying because I have no idea when I'm hitting him or not, when he's hitting me or not, and when the window of him teleporting opens and closes. So I just end up doing this for several minutes, and it seems far, far too long. See, like, is that fire thing an attack, or is it just the visual of the teleport? Is the lightning an attack? Am I interrupting it by hitting him? It just seems to happen. Is he ever attacking me? I can't even tell looking back on it now, doing this commentary. I also can't tell what fighting style I'm supposed to be using. I can barely hear the other guy in the background saying he's not that fast, which makes me think I should be doing the other style. But I tried the other style and it didn't seem to work as well. Which is counter to what the game taught me about the styles, where you are supposed to use the fast style against fast opponents. But anyway, he's dead now, and I'm still confused about how the whole fight was supposed to work.
Did he get you?
Nah. But if those were magic lights, I'd hate to face a truly powerful sorcerer.
I wanted to help, but I couldn't break through that strange circle.
Savola's eating dirt. That's what matters.
We need to help Triss.
Let's go.
They're ransacking the laboratory. The other mage is... I underestimated him. Hurry.
I found it. We have what we came for. Professor, deal with those witches.
I hear witches can parry bolts in flight. Let's see.
Leo, stop!
Well, that's one prediction come true.
Another fairy tale.
What happened?
Smashed ribs, punctured lung. He's dying.
He needs White Rafford's decoction. Hang on, Leo. It was here. I can't find it.
Vesemir. Leo is dead.
How did this happen?
He attacked the professor. I was late.
It's not your fault, Geralt. We're all to blame. Triss barely made it fighting for us. These are bad times for witchers, and something tells me they'll only get worse.
Is it safe up top?
Relatively. Some stragglers up there, but we'll deal with them later. You look tired. I'd like you to rest. I'll keep watch and tend to Leo's body.
So I spend entirely too long looking at the level up screen, but lucky for you, I cut it all out and ended up just putting the first point in strength, dex, and stamina, because I don't know what else to do with the points at this point. But that will do it for this episode. Tune in next time where I figure out what the hell I'm supposed to do from here on out. Hopefully I'm out of the tutorial zone now, but that means that the game, I guess, is going to open up and I have no idea what I'm doing. But hey, we'll learn together, I suppose. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, take care.